morning, students, teachers, and parents. We are going to start practice set 3.1's remaining problem. Yesterday we are already seen the problem number 4, 5, 6. Today we are going to start the problem number 8, 9, 10. So let me start the practice set 3.1 problem number 8. So whatever be the problem number 8, just we are going to start. In the adjoining figure, line AB is parallel line CD and line PQ is transversal. Ray PT and ray QT are bisectors of angle BPQ and angle PQD respectively. Prove that major angle PTQ is equal to 90 degree. So first we can see the adjoining figure, whatever be that adjoining figure. So here is we are drawing adjoining figure on a screen. Just see here. Okay. So what you want to find out? You want to find out PTQ. Prove PTQ means this T angle 90 degree that you want to prove. So this T angle is 90 degree that you want to prove. How can you prove that then? All of you know very well that this AB line and this CD line, they are parallel to each other. Okay. So when the two lines are parallel to each other and there is the transversal, see, this is the transversal. So due to this transversal, this angle P and angle Q, they are the interior angles of each other. And all of you know very well that the interior angle sum is 180 degree. Okay, means this angle P and this angle Q, they are the interior angles of each other. Why they are interior angle? Because AB is parallel to CD and this is the transversal. Okay, so there is the interior angle and sum of them is 180 degree. So with help of that, the P angle and Q angle, that value is sum is 180 degree. So with help of that, we can find out angle T is equal to what. So let me write given first. So what are the given? Just see here, given. Line AB parallel to CD. See, this is the line AB. This is the line CD. They are parallel. Ray PT. See, this is the ray PT. And this is the ray QT. They are bisector of angle BPQ. Means this PT is the bisector of angle P. PT is the bisector of angle P. And angle PQD. So this QT is the bisector of angle Q. Bisector means divided into equal parts. So 1/2. Okay. So, and you want to prove PTQ is equal to 90 degree. So what you want to given, that is written AB is parallel to CD and line PQ is their transversal. This is the PQ line. See, this is P and Q is the transversal. So angle BPQ plus angle PQD. So angle BPQ plus angle PQD is equal to 180 degree. So they are PT and QT, they are angle bisectors of each other. I mean they are angle bisector of P angle and Q angle. So using angle bisector theorem, half, here is written half, multiplying both sides by half. Why we are multiplying both sides by half? Because this PT is the angle bisector of P and QT is the angle bisector of Q. Angle bisector means divided into equal parts. So multiply by 1/2. Okay. So it is multiplied by 1/2. So half angle BPQ. Why half? Because angle bisector. Half angle PQD is equal to half angle 180 degree. So 180 is divided by 2, you get 90 degree. So BPQ Which is the half angle of BPQ in this triangle? See, TPQ. Yes. So here is written angle TPQ. Then QT angle bisector. So which is the half angle in this triangle? TQP. So here is right TQP. So angle TPQ plus angle TQP is equal to 90 degree. How it is 90 degree? Are you understand? Because the P angle and Q angle, they are interior angle, but their angle bisector is PT and QT. So half divided into equal parts 90. So angle TPQ plus angle angle TPQ plus angle TQP is equal to 90 degree. Okay. Then with help of that, you know that P angle, Q angle and T angle, this is the angle of PTQ triangle. So sum of angle of triangle is 180 degree. Sum of these two angle is given. So with help of that, we can find out TPQ, PTQ. Yeah. So in triangle PTQ, so TQP plus TPQ plus PTQ is equal to 180 degree. TPQ plus TQP is 90 degree, that is already proved here. So we are substituting the value there, it is 90 degree. Because TPQ and TQP is equal to 90 degree, that we prove already from equation 1 also. Then PTQ remain as it is equal to 180 degree. And we want to find out PTQ value. So this is the 90 degree, go across minus 180 minus 90, 90. So angle PTQ is equal to 180 degree minus 90 degree. 180 degree minus 90 degree, what is remains? 90 degree. So angle PTQ is equal to 90 degree. Such a way we are prove that. I hope that you understand, my students. Then we are going to start problem number 9. Using the information in the adjoining figure, find the measure of A, B and C. So what is our first thing? What we do? We must be draw the diagrams. Let me start to draw the diagram here. See, we are going to start drawing the diagram. Such a way, here is we are draw the diagram because it is necessary for us. So we draw diagram here. Okay. So what they are said? They are said you must be find out A, B, C value. So it is very simple, my students. It is 100 degree and it is C. So C and 100 degree, they are the linear pairs of each other. So they are the linear pairs of each other. So sum of them is 180 degree. Angle C plus 100 degree is equal to 180 degree. 100 degree go across minus 180 degree minus 100, getting 80 degree. So C is equal to 80 degree. Then this is 70 degree. This is vertically opposite angle. So vertically opposite angle is congruent with each other. So 70 degree, this is B. They are vertically opposite angle and vertically opposite angles are congruent. So B value is 70 degree. So here is 70. Here is you get 80. 70 plus 80 you get 150 degree. 180 degree minus 150 degree, 30 degree. This is A value. Okay, you are finding A also, B and C also you are finding. Such a way here also we are finding that. That is same diagram given here. Okay. So see how can we solve? With help of the linear pairs we are solve this problem. Solution. So what is given? See, P R U 100 degree. So it is written 100 degree. Then S Q T 70 degree. So I write here SQ is 70 degree. Okay. So in the solution we are write whatever be the given to you. In the solution we are write whatever be the given to you. So angle P, angle R, angle U 100 degree PRU. Angle S, angle Q, angle T 70 degree. Let us go. So this U angle and this R, this R and this R, they are the linear pairs of each other, and sum of the linear pair is 180 degree. So I write angle P, angle R, angle Q. So this is the PRQ angle. Then angle P, angle R and angle U. This is the PRU angle. So sum of them is 180 degree. Why 180 degree? Because they are linear pairs. So I write here angle PRQ plus angle PRU. See, this is the PRQ angle and this is the PRU angle. So they are the linear pairs of each other. So angle PRQ I don't know, so that is remain as it is. Angle PRU 100 degrees, so I substitute here. Let me go to start. So PRQ C, so I write here C. PRU 100, so I write here 100 is equal to 180 degree. 100 is positive, go across negative. So angle C is equal to 180 degree minus 100 degree. So angle C is equal to 180 minus 100. What is remain? 80 degree. So angle C is equal to 80 degree. Okay. So here is you are getting 80 degree. Then vertically opposite angle are congruent. So with help of that we are solve this. See, this is the angle P, this is the angle Q, and this is the angle R. This is the PRQ angle. Then another angle S, another angle Q, another angle T, SQT angle. So angle PQR and angle SQT, they are the SQT, they are the vertically opposite angle. So SQT is equal to 70 degree and PQR B degree. So angle B is equal to 70 degree. So it is 70 degree, it is 80 degree, 70 plus 80, 150 degree. Subtract 180 minus 150 degree. You are getting a 30 degree. Let me start. See, in triangle PQR. In triangle PQR, P angle is A, means name is QPR. Another is PQR. Another is PRQ. Substitute the value here. Whatever be the given. Yeah. So this is the A angle, this is the B angle, this is the C angle. So I substitute. So you get the C angle 80 degree here. You get the B angle 70 degree here. Substitute this value here. B angle is 70 degree, vertically opposite angle, so they are congruent. C angle is 80 degree, linear pairs, so they are 80 degree. 70 degree plus 80 degree, so that go across 180 remain as it is, plus 70 go across minus 70, plus 80 go across minus 80, 180 minus 70, 110 degree, 110 degree minus 80, you are getting 30 degree. So angle A is equal to 30 degree you are getting. Such a way we are completing this problem also. I hope that all of the students are understand it very well. Then we are going to see last problem. So problem number 10. In the adjoining figure, line DE is parallel line GF. Ray EG and ray FG are bisector of angle DEF and angle DFM respectively. Prove that. What do you want to prove? DG is equal to half EDF. EF is equal to FG. That you want to prove. So first we must be draw the adjoining figure. That is important for us. So let me start to draw here. See, the diagram is completed here. Then in this diagram, what is you want to prove? They are said D is parallel to GF. See, this is the D line and this is the GF line. They are parallel. Okay, they are parallel. So which is the transversal? See, this is the EF is the transversal. So if it is the transversal, then this E angle and this F angle, they are the corresponding angles of each other. Yeah, see, D is parallel to GF and this EF is the transversal. So this E angle and this F angle, they are corresponding angle. What will be the name of that angle? See, DEF. So this is DF angle. corresponding angle F is corresponding angle F, so name is G. So DEF and another GFM. So this E and F corresponding angle, so they are congruent. So it is written angle DF is equal to GFM, corresponding angles. Okay, then this is the DEF angle, half of DFM. Why it is the half of? Because bisector. Who is bisector? See, GFM is equal to half of DFM. So I write here half. Why it is half? See, this is the DFM angle. Are you understand? See, this is the D angle, this is the F angle, and this is the M angle. So this is the DFM. So what they are said? They are said this E angle and F angle is congruent. Means DEF is equal to GFM. So this F is congruent. But this F angle is bisect here. Angle bisector FG. FG is bisect. So angle DFM is bisect into two angles. One is DFG and another is GFM. So it is half of DFM. So we are said it is half of. See, this is the GFM angle is half. Which angle? DFM angle. Are you understand why it is half? Because FG is bisect, so it is half. So angle DF is equal to half angle DFM. Okay, and some of the students whose memory is very short, so I give here reason angle GFM is equal to half of DFM, because this DFM angle bisect FG. Is that clear? Then so this DFM angle remain as it is. DFM angle remain as it is. This is the 2 half. So this DFM is congruent with DF. So this 2 is multiplying DF. You get 2 angle DF. So angle DFM is equal to 2 angle DF. Number 1. But this DFM angle, exterior angle, this is the exterior angle of DEF. So if it is exterior angle, so exterior angle sum is equal to remote interior angle. So we are saying here, again repeat, remember that triangle D, this is the E, this is the F. So this is the DF triangle, then angle D, angle F and angle F. This is the DFM angle. So it is exterior angle. So exterior angle sum is equal to remote interior angle. So which is the remote interior angle? Angle D and angle E. So that we write here, because it is the remote interior angle. So DFM, see, this is the DFM. So I write here DFM is equal to which angle? E and D. So how can we give name? DEF. So angle DF plus angle EDF. Written here, angle DFM is equal to DEF plus angle EDF, remote interior angle. Are you understand? So 2 angle DF is equal to, because that is already see here. If some of the students don't understand, see what is there said DFM. DFM is equal to DEF plus EDF. But DFM is equal to what here? From first 2DF. Okay. So in from what? Equation 1 we write here 2DF is equal to DF plus EDF. Are you understand? So I am going back for understand you very well. So I am going back. Are you understand it? So instead of DFM I write here 2DF because they are congruent. So 2DF is equal to DF plus EDF. 1 is cancel. So this DF is subtract from this 2DF. So is only one DF is remain. So DF is equal to EDF. See, this is the D, this is the E, this is the F. DF. So this DF is equal to what they are said? EDF. So 2DG 2DG. Where is this DEG? Why it is 2? Because 2DG. Why 2DG? Because this DEF angle, this EG is bisect. Okay, so you get 2DG. So I write here 2DG is equal to EDF. See, this is the EDF. Why? EG is the angle bisector of DEF. So DEG is 2 is multiplying here. This 2 is multiplying DEG. When that go across, divide. So DEG is equal to half EDF. Half EDF. See, this is the EDF. So EDF, this D angle bisect, then you get value of DEG, half of them. Okay. Also, DE is parallel to J, and line EG is their transversal. So DEG and EGF. See, this E angle and this G angle, they are alternate angles of each other, and the alternate angles are congruent. So this E angle and G angle is congruent. So angle DG is congruent with angle GF. Okay. So DF, see, DE, total angle EF, DF. So this DF is equal to GF, see, GEF is equal to EGF. Why they are congruent? From equation 1 and 2. 2 and 3. See, in the 2 they are said DEG is equal to EGF. In the 3 they are said GF is equal to EGF. So they are congruent. So these two angles are congruent. So if this E angle and this G angle, they are congruent, means I say this E angle and this G angle, they are congruent. So when two angles are congruent, that two angles opposite sides are congruent. Okay, two angles opposite sides are congruent. So E angle opposite side FG, G angle opposite side EF. So EF is equal to FG. It is the converse of isosceles triangle theorem. I hope that all of my students, you are understand it very well. We are practice this problem 2 or 3 times, and then you are understand very well to it. Then I am giving you homework on a screen. You solve this homework and send to me on my WhatsApp number. You like this video. If you are already subscribed, then you like this video and share this video with your friend who are learning in 9th standard, and say to them, like and subscribe. Stay home, stay safe. Bye.